Get real! What's up, guys? Welcome back to the MAMBA year. I'm so excited to dive into this quote of the week. The quote of the week is, I don't want to be the next Michael Jordan. I just want to be Kobe Bryant. And I absolutely love this quote. It speaks volumes to just the power of really buying into your individuality and your own authenticity. And you've probably heard it 100 times, is that like no one can do what you can do like the way that you can do it. So it's interesting, right? Because you know there's 100 books out there, there's 100 podcasts out there, and I think it kind of puts us in a place of like, I can't go and do that because I'm just going to be another a podcast. I'm going to be another self-help book. I'm going to be another this. I'm going to be another YouTube channel. But you have to really buy into what makes you different, because even if there's two people that are talking about the same topic, you are each putting your own individual spin on it. So you could say the same thing in your own way, and there's value in both of those things. And it's just like not getting hung up on, like not letting that hold you back in just thinking that you aren't good enough or that you're just going to be another one out there. You really have to double down on what makes you great. And that's something that I've been excited about lately. It's kind of been hyping me up lately, is just literally just focusing double time on your strengths and what makes you unique and great. There's a lot of research out there and there's a lot of quotes out there, is like, you should spend time like developing your strengths as much or even more so than you develop your weaknesses. Obviously that with a caveat of that being like a little bit different in kind of the facet of life that you're applying it to, right? So I think, for things like sports and, like there's a certain extent, right, where like you need to have a solid foundation in several different things. But it gets to the point where like, if you're working in like your career or things like that, like put yourself in a situation where your strengths are gonna be able to put you up to the top, and you're not going to be having to fight against your weaknesses just in your day-to-day. So like, don't make it harder on yourself. So back to the whole quote of the week about, I don't want to be the next Michael Jordan, I just want to be Kobe Bryant. Like, I think it's great to have mentors and idols and people, but I don't think you should necessarily try to emulate them exactly. You need to kind of put your own spin on it, because that's where the beauty is, because nobody can do something the way that you can do it. So I really love that, because a lot of times, especially maybe early in your career, like for Kobe, for example, early in his career, it was like he was getting compared to Michael Jordan. And a lot of times that comes from external and that gets put on you. And I think just blocking all of that noise out and just saying, no, I'm just going to be me, is amazing. And I think that's kind of what you should buy into, and not letting the external kind of seep into your own like mindset, right? Because Kobe Bryant wasn't going out there saying like, oh, I want to be the next Michael Jordan. Other people were putting that on him. So I think that's the other like aspect of this whole quote that I was really excited about, is not letting people put labels on you and not letting people kind of dictate from the external, just powering that from the inside and just totally buying into your own individuality and authenticity of like being you, and doubling down on that. So there's the quote of the week. It's a little late, I'm sorry. Hold myself accountable to do better next week, but that's what we got. Get real.